Hi guys, Mark here from LoveDarts. I've got a slightly different video for you today. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using for the whole season for my darts. So that'll include cases, accessories, darts, and anything else I can find in my case. I hope you enjoy the video. Please like, share and subscribe if you're new, and if you're not, share the video, tell your friends, and remember, love darts. Let's get into it. So let's kick this off with, first of all, the L-Style Krystal case. Now I did mention this in a few of my live streams. I've been using this for a little while now. I think it's a really good little case to keep moulded flights so that they don't bend when they're in your pocket, and this is really what I'll use this case for. So it's a case I'll put into my pocket to keep my darts with me. You've got this rubber band on the top and you simply slide out your darts accordingly. So it keeps them all in good condition. Move over now to my darts, which will be the LoveDarts Generation 1. I've still been using these fantastic darts that suit me really well. They're 23 grams, 47.5 millimeters long, 95% tungsten with a black PVD coating. So yep, this is going to be my case to hold my darts in when I'm moving around. However, it doesn't hold any of the accessories, so I'm probably going to have to use another case. Now, you can see here on the back you've got Life, Love, Luck. I love all these personalisation bands. I hope they do a little bit more, which you might get from Darts Corner moving forwards. You've also got a little bit here that you can adapt and make the case slightly longer or change the colours. I like the red and black gradient, works really well for my branding. Now let's move over to my next case. Now I have tried to find the leather sort of suede case that is here, the Daytona by Target. They no longer make this, so it's quite hard to get hold of, but I managed to find a small little distributor who has them, and quite fancied it because I like the simplicity of the black, and I don't really like this leather look on the back. What I'm looking for is the smooth suede on the front. I think it looks quite nice, discreet. It's got some zips on it, and I think I can keep all of my stuff in there quite nicely. So just pop this open and have a look inside. It's got a little protective bit here. So this is brand new. I've not used this yet at all or had a look inside. So you'll have a look with me. But as we look inside, I've got the bits there so you can put your darts in, keep them separated. I was hoping it was going to be actually sort of a little bit more empty there so I could try and fit in my Krystal case. I'll try and do that now. I might be able to move some of those bits out the way, but it's getting stuck a little bit using the there's nothing down the bottom, but it might be on the back end that it's getting stuck because of that little bit there. So if I move that to the side, I can stick these in, and they do kind of fit, not brilliantly. It's not going to go down, although the magnet is sort of keeping it together, but that's not the end of the world. I can always use it without the case. Just showing you guys, if you do think about using a case in there, it's not going to fit. So I'll probably end up using this just as a spare set of darts to keep in there. Good to keep the moulded flights, it should still protect them. It's still getting caught, like I said, on that little bit on the back. But yes, moving forwards, use them, just stick your darts in. It should protect the moulded flights a reasonable amount. I'm not really going to probably put these in the pocket, although they're not too bad size-wise. They may actually fit in, but likely I'll just put another spare set of my darts in there and use the zips and everything accordingly to keep all of my accessories in. So I've got a front zip here, which I can use to put my cards in, maybe a bit of cash. The club that I play at requires a membership card, so I'll probably put that in there, but it doesn't go up to this top section past my thumb. It literally is only the section where this zip is, so it's not actually the biggest compartment in the world, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, you've got another section on the back, which is quite nice. Still, once again, it doesn't go any higher. It's quite a small little section. Just keep a little bit of money on you and a few little accessories, but yeah, it's quite a simple case, but I like the discreet kind of black smooth nature to it. Nice little clasp on the back. I'll probably not use that because, like I said, it's either going to be used in my pocket, or I don't really need whoever clasps using these bits anyway. I like the look of it though. This, however, I might put onto the back instead. So I've got a little sort of stone grinder there that you can use for your points. You can put your points in there, just sharpen them up like so. Never actually used them before. I tend to change my points over before they probably get too dull, but I've got it just in case, especially if you sometimes throw on a hard floor and it bounces off, it can chip it, so at least I've got something I can use there. Now this I really recommend. This you use to get stems out of your barrels if they break off flush to the barrel. So whilst I don't have one there, I will show you exactly what you do. If you just imagine that you have a stem stuck in that bit, you'll push it in and that sharp bit almost creates like a screwdriver line across it, and it digs into it. You turn the barrel and it will screw out the shaft. I also have here a Swiss point tool. This is the newer one. I think it came with the new Target release. So I've attached that there because I actually do like the Swiss points. I may get a set of my LoveDarts Generation 1 made into Swiss points myself. For those who have not used Swiss points before, they are exclusive to Target unfortunately, but they're quite a cool system whereby you can literally screw out and screw in your points accordingly using this tool. So if you want to use some smooth points for your board at home so you don't pull out more of the sisal and put in some more grippy points for your matches, that's an option that you can do, and it's a good tool to have with you if you do use the Swiss point system. All in all, I think that's probably going to be my setup that I take with me to the darts, so that I have a spare set of darts and I can keep all of my accessories in there instead of the one that I take and put in my pocket. So that's the two cases I'm likely to use this season. Now this is another accessory that I'm contemplating using because it does give me a capability to carry around another set of moulded flights. It does have a little attachment here, however I do think it might be slightly too many things to attach. It becomes a little bit too bulky with everything else, so I may just have the one spare set that's actually on my spare darts. I'll keep some champagne rings with me, although these ones are plastic and I'll probably replace them with metal ones. I'll keep some champagne caps. I'll also contemplate keeping the Target Swiss points safe, although I don't think it's going to actually fit into the case in the zip section. So if it doesn't, I may just have to have a single spare set, but it's looking like nope. So it's a slightly older case, so I didn't expect it necessarily to work with a product that's been made a little bit later on, although it could have been made with that in mind. And personally I would have liked these sections in this case to be a little bit larger just so that they can fit that tiny bit more. They really are quite restricted. I'll have a quick check in the front section. Once again, it doesn't actually fit in there, so unfortunately, unless I carry this in my pocket as well, which is another thing to carry, I'll probably have to leave the Swiss points safe at home. A bit frustrating, and it's a nice piece of kit, but there we go. Shame that. Anyway, moving on. Now, regardless of the fact that I used L-style system, I do tend to keep some Dimplex flights and stems on me. I used to use them a lot beforehand, but I use them as spares. If anyone breaks anything, at least I've got some that I can always provide to other people, but I quite like them myself anyway, so if anything was to happen, I have got a backup set of Dimplex stems and flights. Now, for those who watch a lot more of my videos, you'll know that I love the L style, so I've got two types of stems that I tend to use from them. I have the carbon set, I also have the gradient from sort of grey to red, which looks really good with my branding. So I will probably have a set of each of those spare as well in my case, and replace the tops, because I tend to like the metal tops instead. That's the champagne caps. Now we move on to the L style accessories, which include the stems. I also have these little rubber lock bits that work really well for keeping your barrel and stem secured, and I'll also use the fire edge points typically, or sometimes I may use, like I say, the Swiss point system as well. These bits are really underrated. If you want your stem to keep secure in your barrel, You can stick that bit on there, it's fantastic. But yeah, like I said, this is what I'll be using moving forwards. I do like the L-style system. Very easy to identify, as you can see, with those little fins that stick out and the caps that go on the top. It's a great system. If you haven't seen my video already, please check it out for the L-style system, and it will go into a little bit more detail. But these are my chosen points. I use the fire edge points because those rings work really well for me for my finger grip, and those triangular sort of entry works really, really well on my board and doesn't smash it up. So guys, 2 cases, one for the pocket, one to take with me, pocket, take with me. That's my plan for this coming season of darts. Let me know in the comments below what you're going to be rocking this season. If you guys are using similar cases, I'd love to hear your thoughts on them. I'm excited to say that the LoveDarts Generation 1 that I'll be throwing this season had great response to the pre-orders and are currently being manufactured and will soon be with us. Can't wait for you to try them and let me know what you think. That's it from me today. I hope you like my new shirt. Mission and Darts Corner sent that to me with the LoveDarts brand. They've got a new website with a whole load of personalisation, so check them out. The link is in the description. Myself and some other YouTubers have just come back from the Premier League of Darts finals. We had an absolute blast, and now we all can't wait to get back to the Oki ourselves. So sharpen up those points, polish up those barrels, and stick on some new flights. Lockdown is ending, darts is resuming, and I just can't wait. See you next time, and remember, love darts.